So there you go, people. That is the depth test that everyone's been agging at me about. Get it done, get it done, get it done. We want to see it up against the Equinox. I didn't have a clue how it was going to go. Jeffrey never knew how it was going to go. I was thinking, I really wanted the Deus to do well because hello everyone, everyone's been asking for this test. We haven't done it yet, we haven't got a clue how it's going to come out, but whatever we find is what you're going to see. I'm using the Deus 2, Jeffrey's using the Equinox. We're going to start off with general sort of settings, see how they perform, and then after that we're going to try and tweak the machines to see if we can get a bit more out of it and see how they perform then and who does the best. We've got 1, 2, 3 holes there which are going to be pennies. You've got 12 inches, 14 inches and 16 inches. Very, very good depths. This one's going to have a William III sixpence at about 10 inches. And then we've got a cut half, it's going to be about 7 inches. Yeah. About 7 inches. So 7 inches, 10 inches, yeah, 10 inches. 12 inches, 14 inches, 16 inches. Right, we'll keep the cameras rolling then. We'll bury the items in the ground. So the cut half is there, mate. Okay. Just leave it smack in the centre of the bottom of the hole, nice and flat. You didn't film them showing it being empty. Oh yeah, do that, yeah. So I've got the. That's what we've got Jeffrey with us because I forget everything. We've got an open program on the Deus, full volume, empty, 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 empty. So we put the coins dead centre of the holes now, backfill it, and see how we get on. Just put them all flat in the hole and I'll put the camera over them then we can see. Dead centre, Victorian penny. Another Victorian penny. Dead centre, nice and flat. And then we've got another Victorian penny. So they're all Victorian pennies. 1, 2, 3. In the hole, in the hole, in the hole, in the hole. It's a silver sixpence William, and the cut quarter, cut half. Right, let's backfill them then, Jeff. Compact it down a bit as it goes in. Keep the camera rolling. No fluffing going on. We ain't got a clue how it's going to perform, who's going to do what, but everyone wants to see how what the depth's like on the Deus compared to the Equinox, because the Equinox has got such a great reputation for being a deep searching machine. Smoking. Can't breathe, mate.
You gotta get me. You gotta stop it, man.
Yeah. Right then. Enough of my house. Let's get this depth test done. One there, one there. We're not going to lose one, we can see. One there. Shall I go first with the Deus? Or we'll go to the mode that most people are going to use. I'll turn it off so you know it's all factory preset.
You want me to go into
field one
with recovery speed of 5, iron bias 1.
Yeah, just so that's probably most people sort of use them settings. A general setting, like this is a general setting. Leave it off for now there, Jeff.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to set it up.
Yeah, and then, so that'll be in a general setting. This will be using general setting. See how it performs. And then we can do some tweaks and see how if we can get them to try and get the deep targets if they're struggling. But these last two, 14 and 16 inches, is serious depth, so we'll see how it gets on. Turn it on. Coil off the ground. Through the speaker. We're going to general mode, and all I'm going to do is turn the volume up so you can hear it better. So hold that down. That's all I've done on that, is turn the volume up. Sensitivity, everything's the same. All these are quite tricky signals because to get a cut half at, what is it again? 7 inches. I don't know if it's going to. It's getting it just.
Yeah.
But that is the edge of detection.
From the other direction. Yeah, so it would get it.
Just getting it.
Without any tweaks.
That's without any tweaks at all, it's just getting it. Just. Every now and then a 33 come up, but only every now and then. So that's just getting that.
That one's
there.
Yep. Banging.
Loud audio coming through. It's still a bit croaky, but you've got to listen to them croaky signals because that's just telling you it's at the depth light, and that is 10 inches on a little sixpence.
Yep.
Coming in at 35 low numbers because it's on the edge of detection. This one now is the first penny, isn't it?
First penny.
At 12 inches. Banging.
Yeah.
14 inches on a penny.
Yep. Banging.
Dig that all day long. 16 inches on a penny. In general mode, no tweaks, please. Yeah. No problem. It's getting that easier. That'll stop you.
You lift it up.
Edge of detection's there, so that's about
20.
About 20 inches.
Yeah, about 20 inches.
Hold on a sec, mate. We're just doing a test. Do you want me to, yeah. Yeah, turn your volume up. Do you want me to turn this off now then so you've got no interference? Yeah. So I'll just turn the Deus off, as you heard in the headphones. So I mean, maximum volume. They got the Equinox field 1.
Field 1.
Recovery 5.
Recovery's 5. Iron bias 1.
Sensitivity.
Hang on. 24.
Put on 23, which is what most, a little bit down. Okay. You can tweak it all again after to get more out of it, but this is just general setting.
This is the cut half.
Cut half at 7 inches. Very similar. You don't like it, does it? But it's just coming through.
You get it.
Yeah.
You dig it. Doesn't like it that way. It's better.
Yeah.
It's just coming through now.
And that's again. It's a
digger.
It's a digger. Same as like on the Deus. It was like
with number 14, 15 on the ID.
Yeah. So that's it. Would you say that's a lot more than the Deus, or is it about the same? About the same, I reckon, isn't it? Scratchy.
Scratchy, yeah.
So it's at the edge. That is at the edge of detection.
Yeah. This is the sixpence.
Sixpence at 10 inches. Forward a bit, mate. There.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell by that.
19 and 25 on the ID.
Yeah. By the murmur at the end of the signals, you can tell there's not much more.
No.
You're not going to get a lot. Bring it off the ground. Gone. So you bring it off. That is the edge of detection as well, which is same as the Deus. So far, we've got to do the tweaks with it yet, which is going to really make a difference.
Where's that next one?
The next one is just there, Jeff.
Okay. This is the one at
12 inches 12 a penny.
Inches.
Loves it.
Banging.
Yeah, easy.
Coming up there.
Yeah. We didn't do that to the last one, did we? We do that again when we do all the tests. So that's banging that easy. That's a jumping out at you.
This one's the one at
14 inches. Edge of detection, I think.
an inch.
Oh, you bring it off an inch. I didn't do it with the dice, so we can't really do that. We've only done it on that last one. But that's getting it. You can definitely dig that. The last one's there, Jeff.
14 inches.
16 inches.
16 inches, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, still getting that. Yeah.
Iron buzz.
Oh, is it buzzing as well?
Yeah. But
You dig it, that would stop you, you'd still dig it.
But let's see how far I can lift it up.
Gone.
Gone. Gone at just on the level of
Is that an inch?
an inch.
What was the dice? About 3 inch?
3 or 4 inches.
That's interesting, isn't it? So far, what I get from this, I'll ask you in a minute, Jeff, is there's hardly anything between them. But I think the signals was a bit more fluty, and it's not a bit on the knocks. But the audio and what the actual machine is telling you is, would you dig it? Wouldn't you dig it? It's enough to make on both machines, just enough to make you investigate it. But they are all, apart from the 12 inch and 14 inch, they was coming through all right.
Yeah.
The rest were all on the edge of detection. Right, and now you can go now with the. Do you want to go now? Yeah, because you're already turned on. You open it up, get the max out of that machine, and see how that performs.
I'm going to drop the recovery speed down to 2 because you don't really use it on 1 very often.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm going to drop the
iron bias
down to 0.
Sensitivity.
Sensitivity on
Whack it up.
25.
Yeah, give it his best chance it's got, like.
Yep.
So this should bang them now.
This is the first hole.
There's the first hole, mate.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
No.
there's the. I
The
think it
cut's
is.
half at 7 inches.
Yeah. Oh. It's getting it, but it's still not. I thought that would have banged out then.
Yeah.
Slow it right down. One way in it. That way. You dig that.
You dig it.
But it hasn't jumped up as much
No.
as I thought.
That's how. Can you lift it up at all?
Yeah, we do that on every one now. No, you've got to scrub the ground, haven't you?
Yeah.
On the first one with the Equinox, you've got to scrub the ground.
Second one.
Second one is the
sixpence.
sixpence, 10 inches, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't like that, does it?
It just shows you the recovery speed. Sometimes with the recovery speed lower, it might make the sound a bit longer, but
It's
might
got to
not.
compete with the ground, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was better on the original
do.
setting. That's a bit of an eye opener, isn't it, mate?
It is.
It's getting it, but it's not enhanced it, I don't think.
No, it's not enhanced it at all.
It's this one, the first penny now, isn't it?
Yeah.
First penny at 12 inches. Yeah, all day long. Bring it up. 5 inch, 6 inches, I think. Bring it till it stops. Yeah, about 6 inches. I'll forget what these are as we go back over them, but you can watch them on the video and you'll rewind
14 inches.
14 inches on a penny. Lovely signal.
But every now and again.
Yeah, it's got the iron
there's
coming
an
through.
iron.
It wouldn't. Oh yeah, it's missing it now. That's 14 inches on a
Yeah.
coin now. That's serious depth.
But it's jumping.
If you
You
caught,
can hear the iron, but it's
if you were swinging and you got that big beep and then you try to fish it out,
Look, there's the
oh, there's no depth again.
no.
No. So you get about an inch off the ground and that's it.
You've got to be on the ground to get it.
Come off for a little bit. I reckon an inch. I'll give it an inch. I'm saying on the ground, I reckon about an inch. So just give it an inch on that one. And then that's a 14 incher, 16
I'll be
incher.
surprised if he gets this now.
Yeah.
But again, look, change angle.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you probably still dig it, but it's not.
Minus numbers.
Is it minus numbers?
Minus numbers. So if you're coming from this angle, you could think that that was iron.
Yeah. But
Iron.
on a hot spot, you dig it. On a normal detection, you might think that's deep iron,
You
man.
think that was deep iron
Because of the numbers.
because of the numbers. And see, even there, it's going down to -6.
Yeah.
It's only from this direction, which I mean, because we're on a bit of a slope.
Yeah.
It's bringing it slightly into detection depth. You dig it there.
Yeah. So on that, you've got to be hitting that at the right angle for
Yeah.
it to get it off the ground. Ooh.
Go on.
I think an inch again. I'll give it an inch, just to be kind. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's fight it. Make sure that one's turned off. We'll try the Deus. We'll give these a few tweaks. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The camera's been rolling constantly. There's no
Jiggery
pokery. I mean, I'm impressed with that so far. Right
I'm
then.
impressed that we got it at 16 inches with both.
Yeah, that is really good depth. Okay, so we'll try general mode still. I know if I go to deep mode I'll probably get more, so I might try that after, but general mode.
Isn't deep mode single frequency?
No, deep mode, it gives you the 0 to 4 kilohertz down to 20 to 12 or to 24, but we're staying general for now. Menu,
Recovery speed 1.
sensitivity up from 95 to 99, frequency shift as it is. I will do a frequency shift in a minute. Iron volume down, reactivity low, audio response
Remember, I had
6.
the iron volume was cut in on this, so you want it at least so it's audible.
You want the iron volume on a bit more.
Yeah. Just to see if there's any iron bleeding.
Iron volume
sound.
2 then. Sensitivity's up. We'll do noise cancel. I won't do a ground balance yet. I'll see how it gets on. So, where was we, Jeff?
Just the first hole.
It's still a bit chirpy. Is yours machine off?
Yeah,
Can you turn yours off, Merv? I can hear his. I'll do a noise cancel. It might eliminate the beaks, but it could still interfere with it.
Still getting some EMI, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do another shift. Might be because I've opened it right up now, haven't I? So it's a bit more chirpy.
Banging. See what it's like from another angle.
About 4 inches off the ground. I can't use that. I'm going to have to drop the sensitivity a bit.
93.
No, it's on 95. This is standard, so I'll just drop it. Put it 97. That's calmed it down a bit. Banging that.
Yeah.
Off the ground. Fuck me, that's about 4 inches off the...
Yeah.
Sorry, swearing then. That's about 4 inches off the ground. This is the William III sixpence at 10 inches.
10 inches.
Don't like that, does it?
You still dig it.
Yeah, you'll dig that 85 solid.
Yeah.
It's just because it's at the edge of detection, it's giving it a bit of a...
Bearing in mind it's still only set as its stock settings, but everything's pushed up.
Yeah, I could go into like the deep mode.
Yeah.
So I'll quickly shift up to deep mode just to see what happens. Relic mode I'll go into. Sensitivity up. Shift. 1.2.
That's going to be set for more high conductors and relics though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than coins. It's on the pitch mode, isn't it? Set in relic.
Start again then. They were trying to get the most out of it. Now we're in relic mode. Because
Yeah.
this is set more towards the high conductors. It's not as good on the hammered. That's a mid.
Because that's a low conductor. But it's still there.
That's still
Still a nice sound, doesn't it?
not quite as much depth. About 3 inches above the ground on that one. But that's a definite dig. That's a nice little sound, that, isn't it? Right, there's William III's sixpence at 10 inches.
All day long. Yeah.
How deep's that?
Say 5 inches above. But you definitely did that because you'd hear that, man.
Jeez, that is banging it. Is it there? So what's this now? The first penny at 12 inches.
But you've changed from the relic mode. It's flipping here.
Shit!
Foot, 10 inches above
10 to 12 inches above the ground.
on a high conductor.
14 inches
14 inches.
on a penny. Seven inches, 6 inches. What do you think, Murph?
6 inches, yeah.
6 inches on a 16. That's 22 inches. At 14 inches, that's screaming at you. Okay, then. So we've got the 16 inches.
Old penny.
Old Vicky penny.
Victorian penny. Flipping there.
That's impressive. That is. That's blown my head off. That has. No murmur, no like.
Change angle all the way around. What will it do in back into general mode? With it? You remember you amped everything up, didn't you? In general.
In general, yeah. This is relic mode, and all I've done is put the sensitivity up. Oh yeah, I've opened up a few other things. Yeah, it is opened up still. So back to general. General mode.
Yeah. Is that with everything amped up?
Yeah.
Lift it up. About the same depth, I'd say.
You was getting 1 inch.
Pardon?
Oh, it's relic mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the same depth as relic mode, but the audio in relic mode.
Yeah.
So the pitch tones is absolutely sex on legs. That is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's still.
Got a sputter.
That's got a, yeah. It has got a stutter. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's not nowhere near as nice as the relic mode.
Back to the relic mode.
But you definitely dig that. Let's go back over the other ones, just in this general setting.
So if you were looking for larger items,
You're still getting them all though, isn't it?
I mean, the relic mode would definitely have the. You can hear the iron buzz coming through. Hear that?
Yes, it's enough to.
Still make you still a digger, but you can hear the iron buzz.
The Knox and the Deus are both getting all of the signals at serious depth, at crazy depth.
Yeah.
Is there a major difference between the two? No. When I put it into relic mode, there's a major difference. Can you put the Knox into gold mode or something like that?
I can do, but I mean, it's virtually unusable on ground.
No, you wouldn't use it. You wouldn't use it, like.
No, you did have to be super clean. But I can try the Beach 2 mode, which is set to its lowest frequency.
So there's more chance of getting the more high conductor. Might struggle a bit more on that, but the high conductors. Yeah, but just try anything, because people can say, oh, your favourite's in the Deus. I use any brand of machine. I ain't bothered. I'm not bothered how this test comes out, but I really do want the Deus to do well, because it's got everything. It's lightweight. It's wireless. It's the build quality is brilliant. So I was worried about doing this test, thinking, is it going to be only shallow, and is the Knox going to smash it? But this is one test in one field in one soil condition. You know what I mean? There's millions of tests out there that could vary it, but on this test, I'm impressed so far. That's. I didn't even ground balance it. Oh yeah, it can make a difference as well.
Ground balance that and
give it every chance it's got. Full sense, recovery right down.
Recovery speed, I'll put it down to 1.
Yeah.
FE on 0.
Yeah, 0.
Cut half.
Oh, you dig it. It's there, but it's no different to your other setting, is it really?
No.
getting it, but it's gargling it, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm getting loads of minuses.
It's one of them, when you're in the field and you're detecting.
So,
It's the same as with the Deus when it was gargling that bit. It's enough to make you think, oh, is it iron?
but that gets it
In
balanced
Relic,
a lot more.
yeah. Definitely.
The
Willie, it's
Willie
10.
at 10 inches.
Getting it.
But
Yeah. What numbers you getting?
20. Well, I'm getting it there. 21.
Yeah, that
22,
way, you
23.
dig that. Oh, yeah, the minus is coming in. You'd have a look at it, I think.
But you'd lift it up.
But my point is, between that and the Deus, in the normal settings with just a bit of tweaking, they're both sort of gargling, they're both sort of struggling, mixed signals.
But the problem is, as well, I've got this maxed out with its lowest recovery speed, pushing it to its limit.
You wouldn't use it like that?
No, it's not just that. It's still struggling with the signals.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. And this one is the old penny.
12 inches the penny. Yeah, it likes the penny, doesn't it? 12 inches all day long. 5 inches.
5 inches.
What was the I suspect 5, 6 as well, wasn't it?
It's the 14-inch penny at old penny at 14 inches.
You'd have that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have that out. The odd little gargle, but you'd definitely have that out.
Jumpy. You've got to be absolutely bang over the centre.
Yeah. But if you had that high pitch, you would try and hone in on it, and if you'd had a couple of silvers there, you'd think, I'll have a look at that.
How far did you lift that up?
I was about 7 inches, weren't it? What, you off the ground there? Oh, you're touching the grass.
Gone.
Yeah.
I
feel, on this test, I hate saying it because people think, yeah, it's all shit, but on this test, on this day,
the Deus has definitely blown it away. Definitely.
In Relic mode, it's unbelievable.
There's nothing else I can do to get any more depth.
I'll tell you what you could do, but I don't think you would really do that unless you was on a site where you knew you was just going for the big silvers. Single frequency and put it down to the low kilohertz.
I'm running in the original version, which only goes down to 5. So I've got to go back to...
Go to field 1, because it's the lower end of the... Oh, it don't matter if you're going to put it into single frequency, which is zigzag, yeah.
No.
Come into detect.
5 kilohertz.
Try 5 kilohertz. That should bang it. But I ain't done. But I haven't done any single frequency on that machine, so it's a bit. But we try and get the most out of it.
I'll ground balance it.
Yeah. Yeah.
66 is ground balancing at 5 kilohertz. So, old penny, 14.
16 inches. Same, innit?
So,
it's getting it. It's definitely getting it. The depth between the two, I will say, there's hardly anything. There's hardly anything between the Deus and the Nox. But set that Deus up right on the right conditions, you are going to get the edge on this field.
I disagree with you. So that's blowing that away on that.
Yeah, but I can't say that because
yeah, I know. But I'm saying get along using this.
Jeffro, he said to me last night on a message, he's like, right, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna do.
This is set at the
I'm gonna do a depth test with you, and I want to see a true unbiased test. So really, I think he's trying to put me to the test to show that the Nox is going to smash the Deus. But I think you're a bit shell shocked, ain't you, mate?
Even though it's you know, it is outperforming it by on the 16-inch penny by 5 inches, I would say.
Yeah.
On the whole, I'd say it's outperforming it by a couple of inches.
Yeah.
There.
So it's hard to say because the Deus was a bit more gargled on the, a bit more croaky signal, but it was getting it.
The low kilohertz doesn't like.
Nah, you ain't gonna like the.
nothing.
Yeah. Is that on the hammered?
Huh?
Is that the hammered there?
That's the hammered.
Yeah, it's because it's got 5 kilohertz. So when you use the 5 kilo, that's what the point is of multi-frequency. If you was just using 5 kilohertz looking for silvers, you're going to miss all the hammers. But if you was using the high kilohertz, just going for the hammered, you're going to miss some of the high conductors.
Kilohertz.
So what everyone wants is the multi, because you're looking at everything at the same time. So what you're trying now, 40 kilohertz.
40.
It should bang that hammered out, and it might struggle with the deep ones then.
You can't get this a ground balance at 40 kilohertz. Go back to just 1 on the ground balancer. Nothing.
You can hear brr, 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 brr.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have that, would you?
No.
Strangled cat, and you wouldn't have that. This is a 40 kilohertz, but it's not designed for depth 40 kilohertz, is it? But you're trying to just try everything, aren't you?
That's the first old penny at 12 inches.
Yeah, big target, yeah. 12 inches.
14 inches.
It's doing better.
Yeah, it's still it's getting it.
Yeah, that's doing better than the. You can hear the irons. A lot of zero numbers there, aren't there?
Yeah, it's bouncing around.
I think the first time you went over it after you'd done the tweaks was the best. Whatever you done then.
Back into multi. But look, no depth whatsoever.
Yeah, it's got the 16 inches. It is brilliant depth, but you can't bring it off the ground.
2 recovery speed. Put it back down to 1. No, nothing on the up. No
depth. Yeah.
Back up to 4 on the recovery speed.
Put it in 5. I think 5 is a good all-round recovery. More repeatable.
More fluty.
Yeah.
Let's try even higher. 6.
It'll start to lose it.
Getting it. 7.
But your signal narrows so
Very
much.
narrow.
5 is a nice medium sort of tone in the ears, and it sort of makes the signal pop a bit. Right, I think that's enough because it's been going on about half an hour.
Yeah.
So there you go, people. That is the depth test that everyone's been aggy at me about. Get it done, get it done, get it done. We want to see it up against the Equinox. I didn't have a clue how it was going to go. Jeffrey never knew how it was going to go. I was thinking, I really wanted the Deus to do well because how nice it is to use in the hand. And I was thinking, if that machine can perform as good as an Equinox, and it's got the wireless, it's got the waterproof, it's got everything that you want, nice stem, everything, that's going to be a winner. But I was worrying about the depth because I know the Equinox kicks ass on depth. We've just done that test. Everyone knows this field conditions on this day with them items in this mineralized. You know, there's so many different factors I can factor. But today, I will say that the Deus beat the Equinox on depth. That's my opinion. You watch the video and you tell me what you think. What do you think, Jeff?
I smashed it.
Yeah. So there you go, depth test done.
I like both. I like the Deus and I like the.
I love them.
I mean the original Deus and I like the Equinox.
Yeah.
You know,
You're not
biased towards any machine.
Nah. But it's nice to see. Yeah, I won't go into all the ins and outs of the good and bad about different machines because no one's bothered about that. But yeah, there's the depth test. You make of it what you want. It's just been rolling all the way through, so there's no changes happened. You can see that's a real depth test, and I hope you like it. Happy days.